Okay. We are frozen. Okay, we are back with more soap. This is going to be season 2, episode 12. I got a little too much sun today, so I'm not having any coffee with this episode because I'm having trouble regulating my body temperature. You know, having hot cold flashes. And having a hot drink that's also caffeinated is not going to help that. So we're back with our Gatorade tonight. But I do have a friend, and I am ready to get into tonight's episode. So last night we watched episode 11, and they were talking about Corinne's baby. There's something wrong with the fetus because she's only a month pregnant, but she is gestated to 5 months somehow. So she either doesn't know who the real father is, or there is something funky going on with the baby. Elaine's been kidnapped and they want $50,000 for her. And I can't remember the rest of the storylines. My brain is shot. I was out in that sun walking and recycling all day today, and I just fried myself.
In the last episode of SOAP, Jessica hired Detective Donahue to follow the trail of the missing Chester, but it appears Detective Donahue would prefer to follow Jessica. Danny and Bert began following the kidnappers' instructions, hoping they'll follow through on their promise to return Elaine. Eunice and Dutch are on their way to a farm in upstate New York and hope the police won't follow them. And what with Elaine's kidnapping and Jody's wedding plans, it follows that Bert and Mary haven't had time to confront each other about their respective affairs. Unable to follow all this, you won't be after the following episode of SOAP.
Mary didn't have an affair.
This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells. And this is SOAP.
Sorry, the narrator's a little bit off on this one because he said that Mary and Bert hadn't had time to talk about their mutual affairs, but Mary did not have an affair. And Bert doesn't even remember what the fuck he did. He was drunk. Personally, I don't think he should be held to, like, obviously Mary has a right to be upset with him, but because of his mental state at the time, how drunk he was, and the fact that Sally was really pushing herself on him, I don't think Mary should hold it too hard against him that happened. For the narrator to say Mary had an affair, she didn't. It was a misunderstanding. Mary ain't done shit wrong yet. She's just having everything happen around her. Much like Billy, everything's just kind of happening around him. He's too young to interact.
Well, you ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer.
Which phone?
Which one of these phones are they gonna call on?
They didn't say. I'd feel a lot easier if that lady would get off the line.
Excuse me, miss, you're gonna be long.
Get out of here!
Thank you. She'll just be a few minutes.
They could be calling any second now.
Baby, please relax. You take these 4 phones. I'll get these 4.
Right out, you got a
How's
lot
it
of
going,
nerve.
lady?
Rotate!
Good to hear it.
New Yorkers don't waste words.
Yeah.
Hey, lady, if you don't get off this phone, me and him are gonna kill you.
Well, why didn't you say so? I'll call you later.
Thanks.
Okay.
Those are mine. Those are great.
What fucking phone is it? How are they...
Hello, it's that. Yeah, I got it. I got all of it.
Now every phone's
I'm
off
not
the
taking
hook.
another step until I talk to Elaine.
If that's not too much trouble, sir.
They want to hear the broad say hello, I'm fine.
Give me the phone.
No, she's okay.
Okay, lover boy, so how do I know you got the money?
I got it. But unless I hear from Elaine, you'll never see it.
Well, if we don't see it, you don't see her.
And if we don't see her, you don't see the money.
If I don't see the money, you don't see her.
No her, no money.
No money, no her.
Fine.
No her, no money. What's the...
All right, look, I got it. Every dime. Just tell me, where do I make the drop, jerk?
Don't you ever talk to me like that again.
Never again. Sorry, never.
Here, watch your mouth.
Danny?
Elaine, thank God.
Oh, Danny, oh God, I feel so bad.
What's the matter? Are they hurting you? Because if they touch one hair
No,
on your head...
honey, I'm fine. It's just I feel so bad about being so much trouble.
Trouble? Baby, what are you talking about? You're no trouble. I love you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
I love you, Danny.
All right, you love each other. This call's costing a fortune. All right, look. Here's where you make the drop.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Across from the... Yeah, behind it. Yeah.
That's not how you spell that.
How do you spell that?
Yeah. Okay.
Got
Got
it.
it. Bye-bye. Danny, there's nothing to do now but just wait for tomorrow.
I really love her.
I know, Danny.
His opinion shifted real quick. I mean, he couldn't stand her when they first got married.
Dutch?
Yeah?
This is your grandmother's farmhouse?
Yeah.
It's awful. It's a pigsty.
What? It's nice.
You sure let it go to pot.
It's little and
She wasn't
cute.
a bad housekeeper. She's been dead for 10 years.
Let's talk about it later. I've got to go to the bathroom. Dutch.
Yeah.
There's no bathroom.
Of course it's a
There's an
bathroom.
outhouse.
It's got to be a bathroom. No bathroom.
So what'd your grandmother die of? Kidney disease?
I forgot. Look here. You see that over there by the tree? That's the outhouse.
Outhouse?
Yeah.
That's where people go to the bathroom?
Right.
Forget it.
You're the one who has to go to the bathroom, not me. What?
Tarantula! What are you doing up here?
What do you mean? What am I doing up here? You said there's a tarantula.
You're a man. You're not supposed to be afraid of a tarantula.
Like hell, I'm not. I can't stand things like that, spiders and stuff.
Dutch, you've got to kill it.
You gotta be kidding. That means I have to get close to it?
Well, you killed a man, for God's sake. You can kill a tarantula.
That's probably not a tarantula. You know that, don't you?
Oh, that's a tarantula, all right.
There's no tarantulas in New York State.
Oh, really? What do? Walk through Jersey, get to the George Washington Bridge, and say that's as far as we go? Dutch, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna kill it. Can't stay up there forever. Tarantula, that's a black widow spider.
Why didn't you kill it?
Why didn't I kill it? Do you know how poisonous those things are?
Well, he's probably much more afraid of us than we are of him.
Oh, yeah, sure. Then how come we're the ones up on the table?
Dutch, why don't you just jump off the table and land on him?
Huh?
Okay, come on. Come on.
Okay.
This is too much for a spider. Especially since they're surrounded by webs.
Dutch, you weigh 180 pounds. You'd kill a buffalo. Now go on. Jump. To kill him?
I don't know. I don't feel him breathing. Not under that foot. Uh-oh.
What?
It's not under that foot either. Oh, God.
What?
It's crawling
He's
up.
crawling up my leg.
Oh, he's not. He's not crawling up
He
your
is, he
leg.
is. He's crawling up my leg. He's going to bite me and kill me.
No! Dutch! Dutch, stand still! You're going to antagonize him!
Oh, God.
What?
He bit me. I felt the bite. This is it, Eunice. I can feel the poison coming up my legs. It's going right to my heart. He bit me. He bit me. I'm dead.
Where did he bite you?
On my leg. I went down and I got to live. I probably only got a couple of minutes to live.
There's nothing there.
What do you mean there's nothing there?
There's nothing on your
Eunice,
leg.
don't joke with a dying person. That ain't nice.
Just talking spiders is making me itchy.
I was standing on him.
Where you going?
To the outhouse. If I can kill a spider, I can handle the outhouse. Oh, Benson, good. Sit down a minute.
She's got a Ouija
I want
board.
you to work this with me.
What is it?
It's a Ouija board. It tells the future.
Random, but I've been thinking about getting a Ouija board and doing a live stream with a Ouija board, just to see what would happen.
Get out of here.
If anybody has one they want to send me.
Come on now. Just for a second.
What does it do?
Well, first of all, we have to put our fingers on it. Oh. Not like that. Gently, like this. See? Now, I ask it questions, and it spells out the answers.
You paid money for this?
Ready?
Mm.
Now?
I had one when I was a
What
kid.
is Benson going to cook for dinner?
You could have just asked me instead of spending money on this.
Now Benson can
Nothing's
answer.
happening.
I guess I ain't cooking.
Give it a minute.
Forget it. It probably don't move for black people.
I let myself in.
Good. Now you can let yourself out.
Oh, Benson, can I get something to drink?
No.
Oh, good, thank you. I'd probably spill it.
You're in a kitchen, make it yourself. Damn.
Detective Donahue, I have a surprise for you.
And I have a surprise for you. I found a bandage that probably belonged to your husband at the train station. I think he's headed toward New York.
Let's ask the Ouija board. It'll tell us.
Ouija board?
Mm-hmm. That's my surprise.
No kidding? Well, that's sure going to save me a lot of work. Now I can conduct the entire investigation from the kitchen.
You don't believe in it, do you?
No.
Well, do you think that you'll find Chester?
Well, I've found everyone I've ever looked for, except for one person.
Who?
My ex-wife.
What happened to her?
She ran off with my partner.
Oh.
We owned a detective agency together, he and I, for 10 years. Then one day, he and my wife disappeared, along with most of our earnings. See, he was screwing around with the books, too.
You never found them?
I never looked. See, in the beginning, I was so hurt, I couldn't bring myself to, and after a while, I was so angry I didn't want to.
How terrible.
Nah, it's okay. It's fine. House is quiet. There's no hair in the sink.
But don't you worry. Someday you'll find someone.
I already have.
Oh, see that? Isn't that nice?
Stinks. I hate it. Wish I'd never met her. I'm a wreck. That woman knew what she was doing to me.
You mean she doesn't know?
Of course not.
Well, you have to tell her how you feel.
I can't tell her how I feel.
Of course you can.
No, I can't.
You just tell her.
I love you.
You see, just say it out like that. She'll love hearing it, believe me.
I love you.
Good. It sounds good, huh?
You. I love you.
So, what happened with the lawyer that said that he loved her?
See what I mean? I'm sorry. I knew I shouldn't have said it. You forced me. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Where's the door?
Me?
You.
No.
Yes.
Really?
What do you think? I'd make something like that up?
Ooh. This is terrible.
Well, I don't know how terrible it is. I'm not that bad.
Oh, no, I don't mean that, but if you feel the way you say you feel, how hard are you going to look for Chester?
Very hard. I'd rather compete with the man than with the memory. Don't worry, Mrs. Tate. I promise you'll get your husband. And then, I'll get you.
Competing with a man in Chester's shape, though, isn't much of a contest to be proud of winning. Because Chester is bonkers right now.
Nervous, huh?
Another wedding?
Don't be. It's the
Jody?
happiest day of your life. Remember that.
Yeah, I know.
It's the happiest day of my life once. It's the happiest day of Mother's life right now. Isn't that true, Mary? You see? So don't be nervous. You nervous?
A little.
Don't be. It's the happiest day of your life.
You nervous, Bert?
Hey, fuck no. I've been through this all before. Yeah, I'm pretty nervous.
Third wedding in 12
You're marrying
episodes.
a wonderful girl, and the entire family's crazy about us. So isn't that true, man? See what I mean? We're all tickled pink.
You all right?
Oh, great.
Is that happy crying or unhappy crying? You know, I've never been able to tell a difference.
Yes,
Yes.
it's both. I'm happy because you're getting married, Jody. I'm losing you, baby.
Ma, you're not losing me. I'm right here.
Move out, I'll never see you.
Ma, I moved out months ago. And you still see me. I mean, today's a perfect example. Look this way. What do you see?
You.
See?
Just let me explain something to you. Now, you know, I'm not very big on father-son lectures, right? But women are different than men. I suppose that you understand that more than anybody, having dealt with it from both sides, so to speak. Only up here, you know, they're up here, they're different. For instance, sometimes if you're nice to them, right away they get suspicious. And then if you treat them rotten, they think they did something wrong, and they feel great, you see?
That is one of the more ridiculous things I've ever heard.
Please, Mary, I know what I'm talking about here. They contradict a lot, too. You say blue, they say green.
Totally untrue.
See that? That's it. See you out there, Joe.
Thanks, Bert.
It's the reason,
You know, Ma,
there's a reason that the father should give the advice separate, in a separate room from the mother.
I am a little nervous.
The mother should
I'm doing
advise the
right.
daughter in a separate room as well.
I think you're going to make a terrific married person.
Ah, there you are.
Everything okay?
No, Aunt Jessie just sewed herself to Carol. You think maybe you could go and undo them?
Such a pretty dress. I love how it just kind of tilts to the left.
Hey, son of a gun, you. You nervous?
Yeah, a little.
Well, don't be, because today is the happiest day of your life.
I heard.
You sure you're holding up okay?
Yeah. How about you?
Okay. There's not much left to do except follow instructions and wait.
You know, Danny, you didn't have to come here today. I would have understood.
Look, we could all use a happy time right about now. Hey, listen, I'm not really big on giving brotherly advice, but I have found from personal experience that if you treat a woman in a certain way, she'll respond in a certain way. So whatever you do, always treat Carol in a certain way.
Thanks, Danny.
It'll pay off for you in the end.
It's good to know.
Gee, isn't it something? I'm married, you're getting married.
Remember when all we used to think about was whether Susie Spivaks were real or not?
They were. Life was so simple then. Everything was so easy. At 6, you were going to be a fireman, and I was going to be a dog. That's right. Big Alfred, the collie who lived on the block. And then a year later, I was going to be the president, and you were going to take Mickey Mantle's job away from him. You know, I'd still give 5 years of my life to have my face on a baseball card. Dallas, Jody, born New York City. Bats left, throws right. Jody once completed 4 double plays in 1 game while wearing high heels. Well, it's time. You ready? No.
Now I'm ready.
Hey, Alfred, come on, boy.
Hey, Jody. Hi, Billy. Good luck. Thanks. Does this mean I don't get to go to the Nick games with you anymore?
Why would you ever think a thing like that?
We won't have an extra ticket.
Relax. Carol hates basketball.
That's great. She's a terrific person.
I'm letting you off guard duty tonight, Private. Just be sure she's out of the barracks by 0600.
Will she be wearing white since she's already pregnant? Will she show up? Where the fuck is she?
Maybe she's having trouble with her gown, Mom. We'll go see. Shouldn't she come out now?
Would you? I wonder what's keeping her.
Common sense.
Uh-oh. Well, Jody's not supposed to see her before the wedding. So is she not there? Verbalize. Damn it, Jody. We need a thought bubble or something. I guess she left, but why? How the fuck do you go back in there and say there's no bride? Poor Jody.
Excuse me, everybody, but it appears that there's not going to be a wedding today. Seem to be missing a bride. I'm sorry. I mean, you all came down here and you all got dressed up and everything, and blew a Saturday. I wish there was something I could do. A flower girl offered to marry me, and her mother said no. Listen, You know what I think? Since we're all here anyway, and we sure could use a party. Why don't we go in the next room, take the dolls off the cake, and get blitzed? What do you say?
So how is Carol gonna work out Jody being the father if she's not gonna marry him? Because Jody's gonna want to be a part of that baby's life. Gay or not, he's not the type to turn his back on his child. That's the whole reason he was fucking marrying the bitch.
Will the kidnappers drop Elaine off at the Campbells after Danny and Bert make the drop? Or will she have to take the bus? Can Eunice really be happy living on a farm with Dutch? Or will she miss Bloomingdale's? If Detective Donahue gets Chester, will he be able to get Jessica? Or will she tell him to get lost? Where is Carol gone? What will Jody do? And does this mean he has to return the wedding presents? These questions and many others will be answered on the next episode of SOAP.
Okay, that was season 2, episode 12 of SOAP. That episode kind of pissed me off. Because I like Jody, and I don't like seeing Jody get hurt, and we keep seeing Jody's heart being stomped on over and over and over again. He keeps putting himself out there and putting him in these positions to completely change his life for somebody to love him just to be abandoned at fucking every turn. But the football player, he was willing to have a sex change operation to be with that man, and the man came in the hospital minutes before the operation, was like, okay, no, I don't want you, bye. And now Carol fucking basically raped him. I mean, she fucking manipulated him so hard to get him to have sex with her that one time. And then she pushed all of this to get him to marry her, and now she's just going to abandon him. It's, again, the same thing. Jody is putting in so much to be loved and to be with somebody who he feels loves him, and he's just getting wrecked, and it's pissing me off. I just want to see Jody be happy.